Yeah, welcome everyone. Happy Friday. Today we have Olesia Korobka, right? Korobka, defend your brand today. We're going to be talking about defending your brand. If you didn't know, I was actually on Olesia's podcast a couple weeks ago, right? It was SEO for Pause. That's the title, right? SEO for Pause. And it's for charity.
It's a charity.
Yeah, it's a charity for cats and dogs, so be sure to check it out. Go to, is it at SEO Charity? Is it at SEO Charity? Is the youtube.com/SEO Charity, right? Yeah, so be sure to check that out. I talk a little bit about personal branding, and I tell my story. Actually, I haven't told my story. I actually haven't told that story anywhere else. So check out if you want to know a little bit about my little layoff and how I overcame it. Check it out. It's a great story of how I was able to bounce back and actually do a lot better. Yep, so be sure to check it out. I also have a lot more copies. I have a few more copies left of the SEO in 2025 book, where Olesia is also a contributing author here. You can see her. What was your topic about here? What was your topic on this one? Yours was
basic. Return to basics, but in more detail and connected to actually what we will be talking about today.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right, guys. If you're just tuning in, be sure to say hi in the live chat. Let me know where you're watching from. I see. Let me see here. Make sure we have our. There we go. Stefan. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Oh, wait. What happened to my horn? Hold on. All right, Stefan, my man. Happy Friday. There we go. It's working. Love it. Here. Valerie says, hi, Olesia and Dre. Hello. If you're just tuning in, we will have, we have Andrew, Dylan. Happy Friday. Today we'll be talking about defending your brand. So be sure to check that out. Oh, Beverly says, hello, everyone. Hello, Beverly. JP, my brother. Hey. Happy Friday. If you're just tuning in, we'll be talking about how to defend your brand with Olesia Korobka. Is that Korobka? Sorry. I have to make sure I get it, practice it a little bit, so when I do my intro of you, I can say it right. Korobka.
Like a box. We'll do some unpacking with a box. Like a box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Korobka.
You can call me Olesia the box.
Olesia out the box. All right, guys. Again, if you're just tuning in, I do have a few more copies of the SEO in 2025 book, where Olesia is also a contributing author. Be sure to, if you want your copy for free, and if you're based in the United States, shoot me an email at dre@seo.video with your mailing address, and I will send it to you for free. You don't have to even pay for shipping. I'll pay for shipping. So check it out. A few more copies left. Almost halfway through the year, but a lot of this stuff is still, all the stuff within the past Four books. They all work. I mean, there's nothing here that's like very outdated. That's for my parts, I always been talking about video and how important it is, and every year I keep saying it. Video. All right, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Don't be shy. And you, Alicia, where are you based out of? Are you in UK or?
Right now in the UK.
UK.
Yeah. And I'll be here till I think maybe May or June.
Oh, nice.
Maybe June.
There you go. We have James. What's up, James? Where are you gonna go after that?
Ukraine.
Oh, back to Ukraine. There you go.
Yeah.
Watching from the GBP Roast Show. Oh yeah, JP's watching from the GBP Roast Show, guys. If you want to check out that, if you want to learn more about local SEO, go check out the GBP Roast Show every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. JP is my co-host there. JP, and we have Lambo. So be sure to check it out if you want to learn more about local SEO. Here on the SEO Video Show, we talk more about just enterprise SEO and just SEO in general. I try to keep all my local SEO stuff out saved for Wednesdays. And yeah. So today I'm actually going to go straight into the interview. Again, I've been so busy, guys. I haven't been able to find some more video clips that I usually share in the very beginning. So apologies for that. Plus, we get more time with our guests, right? So Lisa has a lot to share with us. All right. 3.5 more minutes to go, guys. Hopefully get your coffee, use the restroom. Or if you're watching on your phone, you can watch it in the restroom. All right. If you are watching it on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on X, if you want to ask some questions, please ask them. Come over to the YouTube and ask your questions, because this restream that I use, it's hard for me to pull in your guys' comments. I can't really see your comments, so go ahead and go into YouTube if you have any questions. Oh yeah, James asks, is Olesia going to play the guitar? Oh, maybe she will. Maybe get more requests. She has it back there. Oh man, you're getting called out. You're gonna have to play like how Steve Toth played. I think we had Ted Kabitis sing for us. We had Mike King rap for us. We had Z Scott play the violin for us. We had Lily Ray play DJ for us. So it's very a lot of music. Wow. Yeah, a lot of music talented people in the SEO industry.
I'm too nervous. I'll be not able to.
You're amongst a lot of friends here, so no need to be nervous.
I'll ruin my brand.
You won't. All right, so we got less than 1 minute to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on mute right now, and I'm gonna call you right back in about a couple minutes. All right? All right.
get it started, no delay, let's work. Wanna see you be an SEO expert. Paul Andre de Vera, steady dropping knowledge. Over 15 years in the game, so he knows all about it. Master the art of SEO, you will be amazed. Time to get your brand off page to on page. Dropping knowledge, legendary for sure. Whether you're just getting started or self-employed entrepreneur. Yeah, let's go. Subscribe to the SEO video show.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the SEO video show where SEO is alive and fun. My name is Paul Andre de Vera, aka Dre, and I curate SEO videos released in the past week into about 1-minute clips. My favorite part of the show is when I get to introduce my guests, and today we have Olesia Korobka. Right? There we go. I mean, before we get started, let's say what's up to everyone in chat. We see Sashuk, James, JP, Beverly, Andrew, Valerie, Stefan. Welcome, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now let's get on with the show.
Hey, Dre, why do SEOs love the farmer's market? Lots of organic content.
All right. Google just been pretty silent lately with some updates that are in, so that's pretty good. No ranking updates or anything like that. Be sure to check out Google I/O. The registration is now open, so a lot of great stuff usually is released and shared in Google I/O, and you can get some new ideas on how to rank for stuff and other features within Google. Before we get started, let's go ahead and hear a word from our sponsor. Did you know a press release alone isn't enough? Visibility is key. You need a multi-platform strategy to share your story across news, audio, video, and social media. Welcome to Magic PR, where your press release transforms into a powerful media experience, maximizing exposure and engagement. We distribute your release to top outlets like Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, Business Insider, and more. Plus, your release is SEO optimized, ensuring better search rankings. But we don't stop there. We turn your press release into a podcast, distributing it across 25 platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. Then, we create a social media content for Facebook, X, and Instagram, and even transform your story into a video press release for YouTube and top media sites. Video drives over 80% of higher engagement, and short-form content is king. We make viral videos for your YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and more. At Magic PR, we don't just publish, we amplify. Get your press release seen, heard, and shared everywhere. Visit magicpr.com today and take your brand to the next level. Now let's introduce our guest.
Olesia is an SEO entrepreneur. She's the founder of Fahala. She's obsessed with technical SEO and testing everything. She's contributing author in the SEO in 2025 book. She is also the host of the SEO for Pause podcast and SEO Charity. Please welcome Olesia Korobka.
Olesia, welcome to the show. Oh, wait, I can hear you.
Yeah, hello,
Okay.
hello. I unmute.
All right, there we go. Everyone's give a round of applause. Welcome, Olesia. Again, if you guys didn't know, check out the SEO for Pause podcast that she hosts every week, right? Every week. It's an SEO charity for dogs and cats.
Every second week,
Okay.
and it's Anton Schulke's podcast. I'm just helping him a bit when talking and to organize and everything, but he's the man behind it.
There you go.
The major.
There you go. But she is the lovely
Okay.
co-host there at the podcast, so be sure to check that out. This is the first question I ask all my SEO professionals that come on here. In 1 minute or less, how does Olesia get ranking on page 1 of Google?
Depending on your niche and everything else, you might want to check to make EMD domain and just throw in some links. You might want to get expired domain and redirect the homepage from it, or place some other content on the homepage. Or you might want to go a longer way and create a personal knowledge graph and company knowledge graph, whatever you want to rank for, and build your content from there based on facts, originality, and all other things connected to your business goals also. And you might also want to consider building not only your own website, but also build your content on other media, including social media, including forums, including other entities. And always, even if you go with a website, don't stick to just one website. Try to monopolize search results with as many websites as it's possible.
Oh, love that. First knowledge bomb of today. Hold on, let's rewind this real quick. Hold on. Take us way back, way back. When was like, how long have you been SEO, and like, how'd you first get into it?
It's very easy because I started SEO when my son was born. But before that, I was a sales director. I did advertising and lots of things. And I had an agreement with my company back then that when my son gets born, I'll continue working remotely. And I started to preparing for that, and I prepared lots of things and lots of contracts so that they pay me off when I'm like already give birth and so forth. But my company saw that I've prepared already everything. The contracts are done and they'll be paid in autumn, and they decided not to pay me the percent like sales share, and they fired me as soon as my son was born. So I was thinking, what do I do next? Because when you have only one child, he's sleeping all the day mostly, and you have lots of free time. You clean the house, you cook and do lots of things. I had a big garden, but then you have lots of free time for yourself. And I started, and my husband back then, he said, I want to start a business and I need a website for it. Maybe you help me because I cannot do that. So I learned how to build websites, and the next question was, how do we promote it? And so I learned SEO, and that's basically it. So
Love it, love it. Okay, so tell me more about how'd you actually learn it then?
I went to the courses, and I had a very good female teacher. She doesn't want me to mention her because she's not in this business anymore, but she was one of the most talented SEO people. Even it was 12 years ago, but I'm still using what she taught me back then, and it's never expired. So I was very lucky to meet actually a very, very good person, knowledgeable, very structured information system approach, everything integral. And
love that.
It helped me quite a lot.
So, were you like doing a lot of exact match domains and stuff like that even back then? Like, this is something that you've been always doing for years and years and years?
Oh, no, not really. Back then, when I started with the website for my husband, I was thinking, how do I promote it? Because we don't have like lots of money and lots of things. So back then, I went to a forum and started looking what people are looking for in that topic. He was in construction business back then, and I seen an opportunity there. So many people were questioning, how much does this kind of construction cost? And there was no answer because other companies, they were afraid to put the answer. They said, like, let them call me and then I will tell them how much it costs, because it depends on so many things. It depends on what they want and where they are situated and logistics and all these kind of things. And I told him, let's make this content. Let's tell people on our website how much it costs and give them how we calculated the cost fully. Like, let's be transparent. Yes, we might lose some people who are looking for cheaper options. But they are not our clients. But let us do this. So I've created a page that no one had at that point of time, where I completely told this costs this much, and that's why. And that's how we calculated it, and how much it will cost if you go to our company for this construction type. Of course, our competitors started to copy us, but it took them 3 months, so half a year, before they caught up to us. But that time we were already ranking for all the queries that we wanted to in top one. And people are like finding us, and he had constant flow of clients back then. And it didn't take so much time for me to rank us because there was no content for this query at all. And at that time, my company called back to me because their sales declined. What they thought, they'll save some money by firing me, but what they didn't acknowledge is that there were no other people who could make these contracts, continue doing them. So they asked me to get back to work, and I agreed because they had lots of websites, and I thought I can continue studying this topic, SEO topic, on other websites, and they had very big websites, media company. So. And I continued doing some studies back then. I turned to EMD domains in 2016, I think, when I started doing them.
Nice,
so
nice. That's quite some time ago. So you've been doing that. And then what there other resources that you were like, I know you said you learned from some mentor. Were there other sites that you were visiting, or any groups that you're a part of that you actually helped you learn more about SEO?
I learn absolutely from everyone. I know that some people in the community don't like each other. I learned from every one of them.
I think everyone likes
absolutely everyone. Yeah, but some write to me, how can you speak to this or that person? They are not so good, but I don't care. I learn from everyone, and I generally like people, most of them, even when they just maybe are not as likable by others. I don't care. I can learn from everyone and everything. So I love absolutely all kinds of information that I can track. I can always find something interesting from every person and see their angle and maybe take something from them as well. So everything that I learned from someone. About the knowledge graph and brands, I learned initially from Jason Barnard, for example. So whom I met in Chiang Mai, and I went to Chiang Mai because I wanted to learn from Matt Diggity, and all these kind of things, and all these kind of people that I met, and there I learned lots from Ted Kubaitis, and like lots of people. I cannot enumerate all of them, and the latest Elise and Nick Wilsden, and like lots of people.
Love that. I want to go to Chiang Mai one of these days, so I want to be sure to check that out. JP, let's be sure to head out there sometime. Let's do it. Show out there. But yeah, how was that? Do you go every year? Is it something that maybe just went like once or twice, or like how was that experience there?
I try to go when I can, but this year I had pause. I didn't go almost anywhere at all, and I'm starting to miss people a lot. So I'm going to do in September. I'll go back to some of the events. I hopefully.
Love that. Okay, love it. So let's fast forward to today. Now you are an SEO entrepreneur. You have an agency. So you have an agency. Is it Fahala? Is it Fahala?
No, I don't really have an agency. I have a consultancy, and I have a few of my own projects, and that's it. I'm thinking about starting an agency because I have built some flows that can be scaled. So maybe I will, but I'm not so sure about that. It requires more attention, and I'm busy with other projects.
What are those projects? I want to know.
Yeah, I'm working on these new surveys that I'm going to do with the brands and their defense and content tailored to your brand. And I'm also in one of the in new industries for me and building project there, NTA industry.
All right, that leads us to our topic of today. Creating one of the topics we want to talk about is creating content through knowledge structures for your brand, right? So I'm curious, like, can you tell us what this is about in a high level, and then we can talk a little bit more about it?
It's actually quite easy if you look at it. It was quite difficult a few years ago when, for doing a personal knowledge graph or a company knowledge graph, you had to spend several years and you had to take ontologists and lots of people. But now with the emergence of AI, you can do that really quickly. Yeah, it won't be that high level, maybe structure, but you'll have it working and you can do it just yourself without having lots of people around that. And I think that for SEOs, it's very easy to do. And from that, you can build the knowledge back. So back then, like 12 years ago, we were optimizing for keywords mostly, most of us. We still do. At the moment, I'm optimizing for knowledge. And so that we are findable everywhere, not only in search, but also in AI chatbots or via any other information, be that anywhere at all, including YouTube, including Facebook, including anything. And how you do that? So if you have a new organization, that's one thing. If you have an established organization, that's another thing. If you have an established organization, you just scrap the web for them, maybe do some OSINT, you find the information and you can build it. For example, you can do this with LangChain and with data for SEO API. Many people use it. It's quite easy. So you scrape the web and you build this knowledge around the topic or your company or yourself. If you want to promote yourself. You organize it accordingly by properties, by categories, by tags. You also analyze your competitors or everyone else or some benchmarks that are there. Maybe they are not your competitors, but they are kind of benchmarks in your industry. So you want to see how they are built and how Google understands them, and not only Google. You organize the knowledge, for example, in JSON. Even in JSON is okay. Some people find it for me, it's easy to organize it into XML files. But you can always, at the moment, it's so easy to transform XML into JSON or whatever else. So with XML, you can easily upload it to any website, for example, and build a page there. So you just generate it from the knowledge that you already have.
Let's take a step back. So I'm curious. So wait, what are you scraping? And then so it seems like you're using an XML or JSON in a different way, because I mean, what are you scraping the internet for a brand?
So for example, we've got a financial company,
okay,
and all their content is now declining because of AI overviews, where people make some query, and in AI overviews, it's already answered. And because they've never actually optimized their blog or their service pages to incorporate their brand. So they are pretty generic. They give some information there that can easily be scraped by chatbots, even by Google, and then it will generate content from their information without mentioning them, because they've never bothered to do that.
Okay.
So what I want to do with them, for example, in this particular situation, I want to find all the reviews with their clients, because like they have 100 years of history. So they do have some reviews. They do have some cases which they have not organized, and they might not be aware that they do. What I do, I scrape the web, I search for these cases. For example, it's on YouTube. Okay. In their case, it was on YouTube. I found it by chance because they don't have any link to that, nothing at all. And the videos are like named something like Bill and Nick, and that's it. And there are no views, like one view of the person who uploaded the video. So you scrape these videos, and you create this JSON file with all these videos and all their content. You transcribe them, and you then take the information and the patterns. What did these people, in their case, it was around 50 reviews that I found all across the web. And I started to see what their clients actually, or their cases, what their clients were telling about them, what were the properties of their brand that they highlighted, and what questions they had, and what problems did they solve for their clients in those videos. You take that information and you look at their, for example, service pages and blog posts, and see where there is a gap, and how you can change these blog posts and these service pages to incorporate this information and speak with the language of their clients, and highlight their advantages more, and to highlight the problems they're solving and the solutions they actually offer, so that when people search for them, when they have a problem, you rarely search for some company, do you? You search how to solve this or that problem, and so you optimize for this problem generically, and and I want to incorporate their brand into all their content entirely, so that when someone scrapes, whoever, competitor, Google, OpenAI, whoever else, when they scrape their content, they cannot take it without taking their brand with this content. And they cannot repurpose or reuse it without mentioning them. And in a way that their clients understand, and in the language of their clients that talks to them, to help them gain better visibility. That's one thing. The other thing is factual information about the company. And it is about a bit different. It might sound a bit more generic, but you want to describe your company to chatbots and to people in the fullest way possible. You want to tell them, we are this company, we do this, and that. That's how we do that. This is our team. This is what we specialize on. This is what we can help you with. We've been founded in this year. We are operating in this country, this state, or wherever else. And this is how you can find us. So it sounds basic, but it's huge loads of work.
Oh, right, man, there was a lot to unpack here. Okay, so when you got all this information, so you said you create an XML file, or you put this in an XML format or JSON format? And then
if I usually create JSON format, but if I need to work with a WordPress site, in WordPress site, you can easily they have API for XML files, and you can upload the information into WordPress through XML connection, and without wasting your time on making content there. Because if you just type content somewhere and then copy paste it in WordPress, you lose lots of time, and then you have to edit it back because it inserts some tags that you don't want to, like span tags or other unneeded tags, or it bolded or strong or something like that. I don't like it. So I'm using XML connection to upload it, for example, into WordPress or maybe other websites. For different types of CMSs, I'm looking for different solutions.
Got it. So
it can be tasty.
So is this more of like back end code then, or is it like are you like putting this like in the back end? Is it like schema that you're building, like these brand database type of things? I'm trying to understand like how this is working.
I'm using schema to label content more, because when they say that AI companies, they don't use schema when scraping content, they use it for labeling content, that's for sure. And it's very easy to organize content if you use schema. So you take all the labels from schema. Even if Google doesn't use them, it doesn't mean anything at all. They might start using it in the future. If you see that it's logical and it helps you organize your information, just take schema, and you'll be pretty covered with that. So yes, you can use schema as well.
Also, but you don't necessarily use schema when you build these databases or anything like that. You just
yes, of course, because it's easier for labels. I want to make my content and my database mutually like easier to use, because you want to repurpose content, you want to then create a markup for it and everything else. And if you use schema, like initially, it's very easy for you to do in the long run. So it will save your time, because everyone kind of uses schema in that or this way right now.
Got it.
Excellent.
Okay. So let's go deeper into this, because now that you scrape, let's go. What's the next step? Once you scraped everything, you built your database, and then you publish it. What's next? Like how does it work? I mean, how are you connecting everything together, like with the socials and like the videos and everything like that?
You have a relational database, and where you have the entities and properties of these entities interconnected, and you understand what's the relationship between them. So you kind of see how you can create content based on the properties of these entities. So usually you'll be looking into that, and the problem solution and the solution, to the problem will be based on the properties of what you actually offer. And it's more like an idea generation, or the questions that people actually ask about your brand. So you may use, if you run out of ideas, you can also use some tools like Also Asked or anything like that, or go to forums and see what people search for there. Anything is good. And when you have this factual database about your company and the solutions you've already offered, and they worked and people like them, it's no problem for you to generate content and say, by the way, I don't know, Bob tried it and it worked, and something like that. So have this approval, so to say, or something to prove your point, so that you are not just blindly talking about something in general, some generics, but also to prove that you did it, you know how to do that, and here's what other people are telling about that. And it works quite well.
Got it. Okay. So if let's say I wanted to set this up for my brand tomorrow, what are the things I need to make sure I have in order to create this whole database of myself?
Well, it's much easier for you because your website, I looked into it, of course, and it's very well organized, and you've got lots of things there. Maybe you are not a perfect example because you do everything very well. You know, you are a consultant yourself, and what you do is absolutely amazing. I loved your website and how it's organized all there. Most people, however, and myself too, because I don't have time for my website, they don't have the information about them organized in a proper way. And others, they fail to, so they have this website, they have this checklist of what should be on the website, and they try to fulfill it, but they don't have these CTAs, you know. So they have this naming. My name is like that. I do this, and that, but they don't have. But you don't understand what to do there. I think that many, me as well, should place on the first screen of their homepage what exactly they are looking for at this moment of time, based on what they are doing. And the next, what they do is they should link to what they have already done in this area of their expertise, or what they are looking for, be that an investor, be that new project, be that a book that they are writing, be that a course that they are making, be that a job that they are looking for. No. And they link to other properties of their own entity about themselves. So they scrape again the web if they didn't have this organized before, and they find what they've already done, all their videos, like this one, for example, and place a reference to them on their website, and reviews from other clients of theirs, and all these kind of things. Just organize a bit better, make more human, and let people know what they can do on their website, what they may want, how to contact them, and what they can offer.
Love that. In your 1 minute or less strategy, you mentioned, like you said, you should have multiple websites, multiple domains, and just because you can rank for I mean, I haven't heard that in a long time, but I mean, it does make sense, right? Like you can own multiple domains, and you can own every single domain on page one if you optimize it correctly, right?
Yes.
So I'm curious, is this something like how you currently use, because on like brand reputation and stuff like that, like we can start talking about now, is like, because like how do you deal with is that like one of your strategies of like reputation, defending your brand?
Yeah, because if you have only one website, you have only one search result. And right now, there actually was an update, I think, in the beginning of the April. And when Google changed something in how they show up the search results for entities. And especially in iGaming industry, many people reported that they are for example, in our gaming industry, it was very often that people made lots of websites for their brand name, and competitors, well, like you have an iGaming brand, and your competitors or some other people who want to leverage on your brand name, they start doing copies of your website and start to rank for your brand. In your search results. But then they took the visitors that click on them instead of your website and take them to their own brand, So they are stealing visitors from you and repurposing to them. And it was kind of very tricky to fight with them sometimes, because in some industries like this, even if they have these hostings and registrars that protect them quite a lot. So while you spend your time trying to DMCA them or trying to write a hosting provider or registrar, you lose time, because even a few days when you don't have that many leads, they cost you lots of money. And so in such cases as this, it is especially important to have as many websites as possible, or to have social media or anything else where you just don't allow your competitors or anyone else to take your visitors and actually steal them.
It's like brand hijacking, right? You're hijacking a brand by creating a bunch of websites that's just copying their websites, but under a different domain, so it ranks for their brand. Then you can just redirect the traffic to your own site. Right?
Yes, exactly. So better do that yourself. How to do that in the right way, because the update that Google made in the beginning of April, they just de-indexed lots of these websites, and for good. So people completely lost them.
So I'm curious, how do we do it the right way? Share with us. How do we create like this for the right way? I'm curious. Someone do this for us.
The right way. If it's your brand name, I won't tell how to do it if it's not yours.
I won't. Shh. All right, tell me.
If it's your brand name, you have this database, about your brand, hopefully. And in that database, you also have your audience, who you are targeting with, and what products you have. If you have quite many products or services, you can focus on one of these product or service for this specific audience and make a website just about it with the same brand name. So you are actually tailoring your approach to a very, very narrow niche, but you also rank for a brand name because it's the same brand, and you interlink them together, and of course you show that they are the same company and these are legit websites and they are also yours. You also create lots of social media and also link them together. You create applications and you create maybe reviews websites. For some of brand names, Google wants to see reviews. For some of the brand names, Google wants to see interviews, different types of content. For some of the brand names, even blog posts work. You just need to find out what Google is expecting to see in the search results, what types of content, and give it to them. For some brands, it will be even video. So you'll have 3 videos, and you need to ensure that all 3 of them are yours. So you just do that.
Got it. So if I wanted to say, let's say, it should still be me, right? Or like, let's say, like if I want to do, since I have paulandre.com, if I want to do paulandre.net, I just pretty much, I don't have to, I just pretty much just, do I create a whole new persona under that? Like create different social profiles for that one? Or should it just be the same thing?
No, you can focus. For example, you have different businesses. Let's call Video Show a business. Okay. You can have a website about Video Show and have your author page there, for example, and you can rank it. Yeah. Just a page, not necessarily a website. If you make courses, you create a website about courses. It's quite logical to do. You have a web page about yourself there. Also, you might want to be like Paul as an author. So you create a website for you as your books, and where people can find these books and all this full information about that and just that. For example, when you were on our webinar on SEO Charity, you were telling that you created 2 LinkedIn profiles. It's very, very good example of how you can optimize, and it's a very nice trick to do. Because why you did that? Because you have 2 different audiences. Yes,
exactly. Yep.
One. And the same approach is for the website. You can create these websites for different audiences, and that's about it.
Got it. And you're saying, like, I'm tying this all in by just one page. So, like, they can find this totally different business of mine by searching my name, as long as I optimize that one, like, about me page for myself. So, like, I'll show up for all. If someone searches my name, I'll have all, like, 10 results. But there'll be different businesses going to different businesses.
Yeah, what is problematic for some people is that they start to bloat the content on their homepage or about page by too much describing of what they do and everything. So you need to make it concise and create separate pages to explain in more detail everything that you do. But you don't need to put it on one web page, because otherwise Google gets confused what it is about,
Got it. Love it. Nice knowledge bomb right there. Okay, let's go into defending our name. Let's defend our name. I mean, that's how was this what we're just talking about, a way to defend your name, right? Because we're pretty much taking the whole concept. Is that all? I mean, is there anything else that we can do to like defending negative brand attacks?
Many people, especially who are more or less vocal, but many of them say that I don't want to do or build any brand. I don't want to have social media because I'm not like doing that a lot. Why you should do that proactively? Because when you have some kind of attack, and many people do have an attack from their competitors or just from their enemies, you never know what happens next in the world to you, how it turns out. If you just ensure that you are doing everything correctly, you don't need to be constantly showing up there if you don't want to. But if you have your entity in all the formats that should be there, you are more or less protected. So I do suggest to defend yourself proactively, because when you defend yourself reactively, it costs you much more money. Google is looking for, the entity, brand is an entity actually, So what do they want? They want different types of content, and of course they want kind of evergreen content and some use-worthy content. Prepare your website, or 2 websites or 3 websites. Prepare your social media, even if you don't post there too much. hire someone, let them post there at least once a week or so for Google to get used to your profiles. And when something happens, they pick up the news from these profiles, not from someone else's, make news content about yourself, make images, good images about yourself, and make interviews and become an author in some media or so. And if you do anything else, any hobby, any sport, anything that you like, make sure to write about that somewhere in a forum or wherever else, to show it up, to have this page controlled by you, number one page. So when people start to attack you, yes, bad news might appear there for some time, but you'll quickly remove them or make them lower, because you'll publish your own news then, as a response or something like that, and you'll drown them eventually, and you'll link to them from your websites, and Google already knows they can trust you. So you'll make it much easier. Your life will be much easier, and you'll thank me a lot.
Love it, love it. Guys, if we're coming close to the end of the show here, so make sure if you have any questions, ask them in the live chat. We have Elena here says happy Friday. So hello, Elena. So if you let's go into more of like some other strategies here, like when you're safeguarding your search presence. So we started talking about creating more websites. I mean, are you doing anything? Are you using anything to monitor this? Like, is there any automation you can share with us of like that we can do to like get things going?
Yeah, there are lots of tools. Semantic Force, for example, or anything else. I think you can build something yourself and just make alerts so that anything that is published about you anywhere at all, you can see it straight away. Why it's important to see it not only in Google, because when your competitors or someone else is just starting an attack, usually what they do, they publish fake data about you, or fake article or something else. So what they do, they take something that is real, twist it, add something fake, and publish it somewhere. But normal media wouldn't take this article, of course. So they'll start publishing it from Telegram or from some social media on Twitter or anywhere else, like it's now X, but doesn't matter. So, and you won't see it in Google right away. What they do next is they use this publication then as a source for better publication, and they build upon that like a stack or something, and you want to catch that up early. You want to see that they are planning something right away, because taking it to better and better publication will probably usually take them a few days. So it's not like they publish something on Telegram and in the next minute they have a better publication. Usually you have at least a few hours, at least, and you can react very fast on that. So you can contact media and tell them that they prepare propaganda against you or something like that, so it doesn't happen. Preventative measures are always more effective than curing the disease. And, so you just make these alerts for yourself so that you are alerted right away if anything starts to happen to you.
Got it. So semanticforce.ai, right? Is that the one? Semanticforce.ai? Is that the tool that you mentioned?
Semanticforce.ai, yeah. Many other tools are also there. So pick the one that you like the most. It doesn't matter which one you use, as long as you are happy with it.
Got it. So we have a question here from Stefan. It says, hi, Olesia. How do you use press releases for a brand? Do you use press releases?
I do use them a lot, and it's very easy to use them actually, because they don't cost that much, and it's legit way to get backlinks, and it's legit. For example, if you have a brand name and you don't have a knowledge panel for it, it is there. So you have this KGM ID, but it doesn't trigger for your brand name or for your company name. It sometimes means that Google doesn't think you are prominent enough, there's not enough newsworthy content about you sometimes. So if that's the case, what you need to do is you publish a few press releases to show Google that you are still there, you're alive, and to make people also look for you. Of course, the press release has to be good enough to trigger that. You place your name or your company name into the title of that press release. That's one thing you need to ensure you have, and it's one of the most important actually. And you also should have your name in the first paragraph of or your brand name or whatever in the first paragraph of the press release, and the press release should be really newsworthy and really interesting. So you should work on the message itself as well. So it's just easy, and you publish it in the region in the geolocation where you want your panel to trigger, or where you want more searches about you, or where you want to rank, depending on your business goals.
Got it. Okay. So let's say here. So I think I read that you a lot of things are moving into Chat GPT search or Chat GPT search and generative AI answers. You mentioned using tools like Duet AI and Python. I mean, what are some other things that you can use to help you start showing up in these other places, other search places?
I think Duet AI is abandoned by Google. They renamed it into something. It doesn't really matter what exactly you use.
Okay.
Right now, I'm a big fan of Notebook LM.
Okay, Notebook
it's so. Okay. For example, Notebook LM is very good in analyzing videos. So you can take 50 videos into Notebook LM and analyze their pattern, analyze their content, build mind maps with dependencies there, analyze the content of your competitors, because it's very hard for a human being to watch 50 videos, especially when you are doing a research and you are limited in time. I throw them into Notebook LM, make a mind map, see the pattern, and see where I can build, if it's a competitor, where I can build away from them, or where there's a gap, or what I am missing with my brand, and what I can do. So I see some patterns there as well. The Notebook LM is very good for that too. I love it.
Okay. So, again, if you guys have any questions, I'm coming down to my last few questions here, and I'm curious if there's one thing that every brand should start doing this month to better protect their search presence, what would that be?
It's optimize their website and start building more content about themselves and about their brands. And of course, I know that backlinks are considered to be not that popular, but build backlinks.
How do you build backlinks? I'm curious, how do you get your backlinks?
If it's not a press release, I have a person who does that for me.
All right.
And it also depends on the niche, of course. In some niches, you cannot have backlinks what we found out is many backlinks just stopped working in many categories. You need to build something like a PBN in some niches. In most cases, I don't do that, of course, but in some niches, you need still to do that, and it's okay.
It's okay.
So just do that.
It's okay if you're doing it. PBNs are still cool, right? All right. So I want to see. So you also mentioned about optimizing. Do you optimize for voice search or Web 3.0 properties or stuff like that? I mean, how are you going about that? Those channels.
I think that we are in a transitioning state to Web 3.0. We don't have really it run by AI at the moment, and also we don't have this blockchain element yet, or something that will substitute blockchain. So I don't think that we are there already. But yeah, when you create your database, when you create this relational database about yourself, about the properties that you are running, you are already optimizing for Web 3.0, because you have all this information that you can then repurpose. And what I suggested 2 years ago is that you should scrape the information right now. If you know which niche or industry you are going to be working in the next 5 years, scrape it right now before all the content is under some firewall or something like that, because people and companies are more and more restricting their content from bots, because everyone is scraping everything right now. So if you were lucky enough to build normal content back then, you can leverage on that and build even more content right now, and even sell it as a solution or something else.
There you go. All right. I love these little knowledge bombs here. All right. So I didn't see any other questions come here, and this is the last question I ask all my SEO professionals that come on here. If someone wanted to become get into the SEO industry, become an SEO professional themselves, what would your one advice be to them?
I think that they should watch your show, find a person that they like, follow them, and and continue watch your show and just find something that they adore, that they like, that attract them naturally, and just to do what that person advises them, or what they prefer to do. I don't know.
Got it. All right. Everyone, thank you so much. I mean, well, this is okay. It's for this episode to feel complete for you. Any last words or comments? How can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, please. I also wanted to tell you about the SEO Charity event that Anton organized, and if you have time, please watch it and share it. Anton is collecting money for cat and dog shelters when doing this SEO Charity event, and even if you don't like to donate or don't want to donate, sharing about it helps us to attract more people, and someone will donate in the long run. Also, we share lots of knowledge there. It's very important, and it's absolutely free. So please subscribe to SEO Charity, donate, show up. I know that many people think that if it's a charity event, it's not important, or it's not something worth of their attention. It actually is very important, and the people and lineup we have there, like Paul and other people, they're absolutely amazing, and the topic they talk about, they're absolutely amazing, and you'll get lots of knowledge there as well.
Got it.
So please.
The link is in the live chat, guys, and I'll put it in the description below too. So the link to the YouTube is there, and then SEOcharity.com is also the website to check out. So, and for you, you can go to, they can find you on LinkedIn, X. Where do you usually stay on socials?
In Telegram and in LinkedIn, yeah, anywhere.
Telegram and LinkedIn. Okay. I'm barely on Telegram. How is that? Like a lot of, do people have profiles on that? Is it like kind of a social network or something? I know it's a kind of messenger
actually.
app. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a messenger app. I have two channels there, but they are in Ukrainian. And I think that in many countries it's also popular. I've seen that people in Philippines use it, in India they use it quite a bit, and in many other countries as well. So you might want to give it a try if you like.
All right. Everyone, let's give a round of applause. Thank you, Olesia. Thank you so much for being a special guest on here. Can you hold on for one quick second? All right, guys. That concludes another episode of the SEO Video Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget to visit our sponsor. Go to magicpr.com for your PR certification, and visit me every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the GBP Roast Show, where we talk everything about local SEO, GBPs, and we roast them. And we're actually doing live ranking audit. Live ranking in public live. So we're doing one tactic to one Google business profile every week, and we see what happens, and then you can just follow along. Till next time, I will see you guys next week. Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Hope you come back next week. Make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss a thing. Hope you learn something new, because the vibe is incredible. From the special SEO professionals, SEO video show. Let's work. Want to see you be an SEO expert. Paul Andre de Vera helping you step it up. No delay right now. Time to level up. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Woo!